Hello, my name is Paradiso or Lewis, whichever one you want to refer to me as, and today I'm so excited to say welcome to Let's Play The Sims 2 The Black Widow Challenge. So, I have actually never explored this challenge in The Sims before, and the reason I'm playing it in The Sims 2 is because this is actually where the challenge originated. It has kind of ran its timeline throughout every single Sims game, and I wanted to take it to its roots when I explored it for the first time because why not see the place where it all started? Plus, The Sims 2 is probably one of my favourite Sims games in the franchise, but I do love them all equally. Honestly, truly, genuinely. So, before I get too into the video, I just wanted to kind of give an introduction to me, who I am, who Paradiso/Lewis is in reality, and what my channel is about, because this is actually my first LP on this channel. I know, save the round of applause guys, I am so brave for putting up an LP about Sims, because that's never been done before, but yeah, it's the first LP on my channel, and I kind of wanted to give a little introduction to you guys because it's probably likely that you're new to me. So yeah, just in case you're not new to me or you kind of think, I'll get to know you through the video, there will be a timestamp on the screen you can skip to so that you don't have to hear me ramble about myself for like 2 minutes flat. So like I said, I wanted to go off about who I am and what my channel is about. I hope it won't take too long. I am somebody that talks a lot, but I will make sure to narrow it down and make sure I'm getting to the key bits of information. So, like I've already said, my name is Lewis Paradiso, I don't mind which one you call me, and I am an 18-year-old Sim fanatic. I freaking love the Sims franchise, it is my favourite game, so expect to see a lot of that on my channel, but even though I'm very obsessed with the Sims, and I feel like a majority of my content will be geared towards The Sims at the moment, I totally want to explore like a vast amount of different games because I just love gaming, it's so fun. Why not like explore other life simulators, etc. Life simulation games are probably my favourite thing. I love games like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and even GTA. I don't know if they count as life simulation, but you know, I think you know what I'm trying to say here. I also really love making videos, creating content, editing, so I want to put a lot of my hard work and effort into this channel. So, we're actually currently in Veronaville. This is like, it hurts my heart to say this, but it never used to be one of my favourite towns back in the Dizzy. Like when I was younger, I did not think Veronaville was that appealing. I don't know why. You know, I was a confused child, but I love it now. I think it's probably one of the prettiest and most realistic looking towns. Like, I would believe this is actually a town in the countryside, and that's why I chose it for this LP. Like, I've also got every single expansion and stuff pack, so I do have downtown, so I'm thinking, you know, we can always move to downtown if we want to. That is an option if she decides that Veronaville isn't doing it for her. Speaking of her, who am I playing as, you might be wondering, and you'll see there are a couple other residents that don't come with the base world, and that's because I have populated this town. I have been playing it like in my spare time too, so a lot of these characters I know about and I'll be able to tell you guys about, and it'll be fun to kind of see how relationships and friendships are formed with Mrs. Claassen. So this is the Sim we're going to be playing as. Her name is Jennifer Claassen, and as you can see, she has in fact got an info section. She's got like a bio. I write this for every single family I make in The Sims 2. Well, maybe not every single, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but one thing I love to do, or I love about The Sims 2, is how much detail went into like the backstory of each Sim. Like, it was so centered around family trees and creating a legacy, I guess, and although this isn't a legacy challenge, I just freaking love bios, okay? Okay, they're one of my favourite aspects of The Sims 2. So, I'm going to read her bio, and then I'll jump in and give you a little bit more background information on Jennifer. I hope this first part won't be too shabby. I mean, obviously it's the first part, and I know that a lot of people in LPs are like, guys, it's the first part, we probably won't get too into it, but, you know, I have got a couple tricks up my sleeve, and I am excited. Well, I'm not saying other people aren't excited, but okay, let me just read the info section. So, let's hope my literacy skills are okay, they're on point, because I don't want to be stumbling on my words right now. Alright. After the immediate and unfortunate death of both of her parents, Jennifer founding? Guys, it doesn't say founding. Right, let's restart. Take two. After the immediate and unfortunate death of both of her parents, Jennifer found herself sinking into a deep depression when thinking of a world where she didn't have that money to spend. Preparing herself for the sudden loss of income, she moved as far away from Hidden Springs as she could, and located into a shabby, and not at all permanent, new home using the money she gained from inheritance. Knowing a house with only 2 rooms and no pool wouldn't suffice, she started to concoct a plan where she'll aimlessly be digging for gold. But who's her first victim? Ooh, girl! I made this sim. She is beautiful. She is such a stunning sim. And her looks are going to be a little bit wasted with some of the sugar daddies she'll be finding in this town. But I'm so excited to, like, explore her and her character and see how she, like, interacts. I've already said that, but you know, I am excited. And I've already said that too, but guess what? It's true. Maybe before we go in, I know some of you are probably sat there like, Lewis, what are you doing? Paradiso, will you just hurry up and load the damn game? But I do, you know, I've put effort into this. So I want to introduce you to some of the families I feel like will be playing a key. Well, actually, I don't know if they'll be playing a key role. I know one of them will be though, and that is the Argan family. So, you know, I was kind of inspired like by argan oil. I don't know if anyone knows what argan oil is. I feel like it's a pretty popular thing, but that's why I called them the Argan family, because I was thinking like, you know, it says here, founders of the revolutionary argan oil, because I wanted a background to their money. So yes, this is Mr. Monty Argan, and I say Argon, it's Argan, but it's pronounced Argon because I'm British. Anyway, no, it is Argan. Argan. Okay, anyway, back to the point. We have some interesting dynamics in this town, and Monty is probably one of the, like, A-list guys. Everybody knows him, everyone respects him. So I'm thinking, Mrs. Jennifer, you know, she could be trying to get to know Mr. Monty. But, you know, I haven't got too many preset ideas because I do want this to be a series we work on together. Anyway, I'm going to load Jennifer's home, and we will get right into gameplay and having fun and talking about what the rules are, etc. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. Well, it will be like 2 seconds on your screen, but hey, cue the transition. Okay, guys, we have now loaded into the residence of Mrs. Jennifer Claesen. That's her name, Jennifer Claesen. So as you can see, this is a really nice house. To her, though, I don't think some part. She is used to luxury, guys. Luxury, but it's at least it's decorated nicely. She's got the rose bush outside, her luggage just chilling outside her front door. I think she was probably expecting somebody to come and, I don't know, like, undo her luggage for her, but I don't think that's how it works here. Like, honey, I think you're in for a shock. So you may be wondering why there are 2 gravestones right outside the front of Jennifer's new house. Well, they are actually her parents. That is correct. I'm somebody that's like, I'm a sucker for detail, and I love a good backstory. So rather than just imagining her parents, I thought, why not have them on the lot? So here they are. They were real, they exist. This is actually them right here. And she is fearing that they might come back as a zombie, I'm guessing because she knows how much money she owes them from that lavish lifestyle she was living when they were alive. But basically, I kind of like this aspect because even though she fears it, like, that could be something that happens in this LP. Her mother could come back as a zombie and teach us her ways because she was like the master scammer. Like, she had the recipe perfected for scamming people. So remember when I said I'm a sucker for a good backstory and I love detail? Yeah, well, you're looking at some of the details I have thrown into this very LP. Some of you may have already clocked, but one of these tombstones is the tombstone you get when you've achieved your lifetime aspiration, and that is because Jennifer's father did exactly that. So basically, I went in, and I didn't necessarily live as The Sims for a couple of days, but when I was doing backstory work, I made sure that he had achieved his aspiration, and I purposely made sure that her mother didn't, and there is a reason for that. I have this whole in-depth backstory that I'll be going into. It's not too in-depth, it's kind of like an overview thing that I've done. It's cool, it's like a little short film, okay, you'll enjoy it, it's a trailer. But yeah. That's just yet again me being a freaking nerd and wanting to throw that in. So I just wanted to point that out because I thought that was a really cool aspect. The fact he succeeded his family aspiration and she didn't succeed her wealth. Yeah, it says a lot about what her parents were like, and yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't even know if anyone cares, but anyway. That aside, I thought that was a cool aspect. Plus there are ghosts in The Sims 2, so they might haunt us. Like, it's cool to have the parents actually, you know, present in the game. They're also outside the front of the house because by the end of this LP, I'm sure we'll have a collection of gravestones. So why not start it with 2 people that you cherish the most? That's probably a bad way to word it, but you know, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm 12 now. So before I address the rules of the game, let me introduce you to our sim. This is Jennifer Claassen. She is I don't know why I clicked on that. She ain't got no job. This is Jennifer Claassen. She is of the Fortune Aspiration, and her lifetime want is to earn 100,000 simoleons, which we are going to be doing. I mean, she is going to scam the heck out of these elderly men and women in... Oh my god, where are we again? Oh, Veronaville. She has no skills because, you know, she lived a pampered lifestyle. She is a little bit sloppy, as I said. She's used to maids, butlers. She's quite outgoing because, you know, a girl gotta have an outward personality when you're so broken on the inside. She's pretty lazy and she's quite playful and she's a little bit grouchy. She's not too nice because she's not used to, I don't know, respecting people, I guess. Her turn-ons are grey hair and hard work. And her turn-off is anyone that's unemployed because, you know, we need that moolah. Moolah, baby! She has no aspiration points and she has a computer in her inventory. So, yeah. That's Jennifer. Oh my god, I almost forgot to tell you about the backstory I came up with. Okay, without further ado, let's get it started. Action. Jennifer's mother was the queen of scammers. Able to con a man, woman, and everything in between to cough up the dough and put a ring on it in days, she was the epitome of a gold digger. Marrying for money was her forte, and she soon found herself living in the lap of luxury, all at her own doing. One day, she was gardening, and she met Jennifer's warm-hearted father. She had accomplished her own impossible, fell in love with love. He was charmingly naive and they went on to marry for the right reasons to some, but the wrong reasons to her. Little did she know, it would ruin her life from that point on. After having a child, the aspect of their love encouraged her to fulfill a role as a mother and a housewife. The housewife lifestyle was just too much, and worrying that she would never scam again, she looked to her daughter to fulfill her legacy. She taught Jennifer the trick of the trade and taught her to only marry for money, never for love. Despite a loving father, Jennifer's mother was her icon, and she helped to create the cold and ruthless woman you get to meet today. Also, if you're wondering why she has 27,000 simoleons, I will be deducting some money. The reason she had that is, I'm going to say inheritance, because, oh wait, it actually was inheritance. That's one of the perks of having legitimate parents in The Sims. She inherited a whole bunch of moolah when she just moved into this house, so that is actually legitimate money. It's not cheated. However, if you would like me to remove it or decrease some of her funds, let me know, but I do feel like a majority of it will be going into furnishing the house. Just because I really want your opinion, for the first part I'm going to leave the house quite bare and I'll leave the money in quite a large sum, so you can tell me in the comments whether or not I should remove any of it. That aside, let's jump into the rules of the challenge. I know that's probably like one of the most anticipated aspects. Whoa. Okay, well there was no need for that, that's so disrespectful. Okay, so I have these all written down on my phone, so I will be reading them. Yet again, let's hope my literacy don't do me dirty, because we want to be able to understand me. Okay, let's go. So the Black Widow Challenge rules. Rule number 1 is that you gotta have fun. And baby, when you're done, you gotta be the first to run. I'm kidding guys, that is not rule number 1. But you know, Marine the Diamonds quotes, you can never really fail with them. So rule number 1 is actually about the overall goal of the challenge. So I decided that this might vary depending on the sim. And obviously I've never played the challenge before, so I've kind of given 2 options, and I'll choose the one that is hardest to reach, if that makes sense. So option number 1 is that the sim achieves their lifetime want, and a lifetime want is just to achieve 100,000 simoleons, and that's going to be pretty easy considering she's going to be marrying someone for money. I feel like for her, her goal will be to achieve the second option, which is to have 10 plus graves before she turns into an elder. Now, that's a little bit creepy, you know, encouraging that she keep a grave collection, but, you know, in terms of trying to achieve a challenge, it's a little bit more challenging. And I also put that it is a necessity for either option to have at least 500,000 simoleons in the family funds. So, that's pretty heavy. Let's move on to rule number 2. So no many cheats are allowed, as you may guess, and I don't really use cheats in my games anyway, but I may do it to fulfill a storyline or to fix any bugs. So like, for example, if there was a glitch that was deducting a whole bunch of money at once and I was like, what the hell? I mean, I've never had that happen in my game before, but let's just say if there's some higher force that is trying to play with me, I am okay to fix the issue. Okay, rule number 3. The Black Widow is only allowed to resource money through their current romantic interests. because there may be more than one, you know. Pretty scandalous lifestyle considering she's a Black Widow and all. This can kind of vary from, you know, staying at a spouse's house and eating their food, using their shower, etc., or just, you know, right out asking for gifts or receiving gifts. Like, it really depends on how the spouse is feeling and how generous they are. I really want to know whether or not I should deduct some money from her now, because otherwise she won't be struggling too much. But then again, if I spend all of the money on the interior and leave like 2 simoleons behind, she's going to be struggling, so we have ways around this, guys. Anyway, rule number 4. They are only allowed to marry older Sims. Wait, is that number 4? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, that's not number 4. Okay, reset. Number 4 is that our Black Widow is not allowed a job. So yeah, I actually had to re-roll her lifetime want a couple of times, and for those of you that don't know what that means, the earn 100,000, that's the lifetime want, and you can actually, through a modded plant that I have here, this thing is amazing. I'm not going to tell you too much about it yet. I might do a separate video on it because I have so many amazing mods for The Sims 2 you wouldn't believe, but anyway, let's not get off topic. This amazing mod allows me to change so many aspects of the game while still in game, and so it gave me the ability to change her lifetime want multiple times until I had one that fit the actual storyline. It kept coming up with like, beat the business career or achieve, you know, highest stance in the frickin' submarine career. That's not what it's called, it's oceanography career, but she's not allowed a job. So I had to change it. Rule number 5 is that the Sims are only allowed to marry older, wealthier Sims. However, for dramatic purposes, they are allowed and encouraged to have relationships with any Sim. Rule number 6, when it comes to wants, I have to let the cards fall where they may. If you see a hottie in one of the parts and you're like, oh, they would make beautiful babies, that is allowed. If her want said that she wanted to have a baby or she wanted to cheat on someone, I would have to go through with it. So, there you go. Now you see what I'm saying here. Yeah, so just a pretty fluid lifestyle, but there are some critical rules that I am going to follow. But feel free to comment rules down below, because I am down to hear what you guys want to add into this game and this challenge, and it's important that we work on this together, because how else is it going to be enjoyable? So, I have a little section called Prodigy, because basically I have made some rules for the actual Black Widow themselves, and obviously they apply to Jennifer, but I was more so thinking ahead, like, what happens if Jennifer dies? What happens if Jennifer gives up the scandalous lifestyle? Like, we have to think ahead. So, here's the little overview of what a prodigy is and how they tie into the challenge. So if a current Black Widow retires their lifestyle, achieves their target, or dies, they may elect a prodigy to continue their legacy. So first I'm going to talk about the rules that apply to every Black Widow, and more specifically apply to Jennifer. The Black Widow can be any gender and any sexuality, but they must be an adult when their path is decided, and there must be a reason / backstory behind their choice to marry for money. So that's kind of it. There's a simple amount of rules for the Black Widow themselves. Obviously she's not allowed a job, etc., but the rules about the Sim themselves, pretty simple. And the rule for the prodigy, or / you know, the next Black Widow, is that they must have a strong past or relationship with the previous Black Widow. So it means that it could be like Jennifer's family member or family friend, like it's down to choice. Whew, I have now relayed every single rule and blah blah blah. I've probably missed out some crucial information, but hey, we are ready to jump into the game. So I think I'm going to start by doing what I said and kind of furnishing this quite simply. Like, I'm going to imagine she's just moved in, she's not done decorating yet, and she's worried she's not even going to have the moolah for it. So, I'll be back when I'm done. Okay guys, and I'm back. So I didn't really put much thought into it. I literally just renovated the kitchen. I did a bookcase, like a seating area, and then a bed. Oh, and then I tried to, you know, make it look like she's got some stuff that she's just thrown in her room. Yeah, I just kind of, I want to get into gameplay. Like, I know that in LPs it is typical to go through the whole, oh, the first part is going to be like an introduction to the LP and then we'll play, but I really want to get into playing. And obviously, like I said, I feel like the sooner I can post this video, the sooner I can get your opinions on what we do with this house, and then the sooner, you know, like, I guess I can hurry up and decorate it to whatever capacity we decide on. So, couples counseling. Maybe, I don't know if that's like actually anything. Okay, I've never really played with couples counseling before, so I can't really remember what couple counseling does. I don't know if it gives them a little bit more like attractiveness to other people. Like they really truly understand what it means to be in a couple. I know there'll be like a welcoming brigade arriving soon, where we get to meet a couple of the people in our neighborhood. So I thought, like, in the meantime, if we just get her studying something, I mean, it's not the most practical thing to study. Oh, she's thinking about her mother. How sad. How sad, Jennifer. She's right here. You can come and mourn her if you want. Oh my god, should we mourn our parents? Great start to the LP. Her being all upset that her parents are gone. But to be fair, like, realistically, I think she's gonna be pretty sad that they're gone. Why am I doing this? I'm torturing her already. Girl, you about to torture so many men without them even knowing. Okay, actually, let's forget about that. Apparently it's like starting to rain, so let's get her to use the toilet. Oh, she's getting a bit peckish, so if I actually get her to don't put it away actually. Study some cooking so she can eat. There we go. There we go, Paradiso. Doing something actually smart. Okay. Let's speed that all up. Oh, and here is the welcoming committee. Great. So, okay, let me introduce you to a couple of these mighty fine looking neighborhood people. So, we have Mr. Jack Rosse here. He is... ooh. He is fine. He got me feeling some type of way. Oh my god, one of the most attractive Sims I've ever created. However, for some reason this hairstyle, even though it is so amazing, actually makes him bald sometimes, so... but he's still cute. And I don't know why I told you that. But anyway, he is one of the wealthier Sims. However, he is actually engaged to, you know, another Sim living in the neighborhood. But do you know what? To be honest with you, let's not, that doesn't change anything. Why would that intimidate Jennifer? It wouldn't. So we're going to definitely come out here and greet Mr. Rosse. And rumor has it anyway that he's pretty scandalous himself, considering he's in love with his fiance's sister. Anyway, next up we have Joshua Osborne. He was actually created for another LP that I'm thinking about doing. He's cute, his family are cute. At least I think. I'm pretty sure Joshua was... oh, actually I don't think he was. Okay, I might be getting it twisted. And then we have Titiana, Summer Dream. She is one of the Sims that came with the town. I'm going to be like renovating her and her home and or getting rid of them. I don't know yet. I wanted to keep an ode to the original Veronaville. But I don't think it's going to work well with the other people in this neighborhood now. Let's just go ahead, introduce ourselves to some people. Get in there with Titiana, like, come on. Make some friends. Oh, I guess that kind of counts as a greet everyone. Do you know what? Just do that. Great, so we're now talking to some people. We definitely want to get to know Jack Rosse, especially considering he was trying to have an affair with his fiancée sister. Anyway, we can meet Joshua. He's a pretty nice guy. I don't know if I could bring myself to ruin his relationship with his wife. Oh, they live right... no, they don't. Me trying to be all slick. I thought they lived there, but I guess not. Can we see... who else? Does anyone live near us, actually? Oh, yeah, he's literally our next door neighbor. I thought he was. Oh, he's talking about woohoo? Boy! Excuse you, your wife is beautiful and she is a nice girl. Why would you do that? Okay, so they're all coming into our house. Interesting. Jack's just gonna use our toilet. I hope he flushed. I guess Jennifer's really enjoying a conversation with this guy here. I mean, let's get to know him a little bit. Oh, she already knows a couple of people. Side note, the reason she knows some people in the town already is because, well, I say knows, but she's not really got any, like, commendable relationships with anyone yet. But the reason she knows of people is because for a little while she was actually a townie. Oh, we've got someone else too. Hey! Anyway, I'm going to know about a majority of the other people living here because I play as them. I love this town. So yeah, I totally think we should get to know Mrs. LaShawn Beyond. No, I'm kidding. LaShawn Cameron, because she's quite cute. Like, she's got that kind of edgy, model-esque feel to her and I'm living for it. So let's get to know her. She could be one of our friends. Let's see if she knows any sugar daddies. Oh, is she leaving? No? Oh, okay. Oh, she was like, I have not had a sugar daddy. I've never had a sugar daddy. Everything I have worked for. Okay, work. We'll get to know you another time if you come back. We should probably host our guests. And did we get that cooking skill point? Honey, we didn't even get... Okay. I'd say let's come in and study cooking while they're here. Hopefully get that skill point, like, in no time. Perfect! Now we can go into the kitchen and actually serve some lunch. Oh, actually, let's make a group meal of mac and cheese. Oh my god, guys, honest to god, I have the biggest obsession with mac and cheese. Like, whenever I go anywhere, that is what I order. I love mac and cheese so much. It's just amazing. Like, I would say I'm a mac and cheese enthusiast. It's so good, honestly. Right. Enough talking about me. Oh, she served the mac and cheese. It looks bomb. We can't serve it. I don't really know where you'd serve it. But, oh, she's just gonna walk through the stairs. Okay. You do you, girl, you do you. Can I call anyone to the meal? Oh, are they gonna go and grab some? They are! Yes, I'm glad, because she got that skill point just for you guys, honestly. And because her hunger was, like, seriously lacking. I mean, I do realize this part's going to be a little bit... Oh! LaShawn is back! She is back. Come on, get Gel Bud outside and meet... Is she really leaving again? No, I want to greet you. Hi! Nice to meet... Oh, okay. I was going to say, was she being shady or is that me? But I just realized she was just being funny. Okay. Jennifer is not happy right now, so let's just say goodbye to everyone and clean this up. Oh, I didn't buy a sink. Of course I wouldn't buy a sink. Like, why can't I just think ahead and do things properly? Oh my god. Perfect. So yeah, let's come here, clean that up, and she's still a bit hungry, so she could always grab another one. And then I want her to put leftovers away. Brill, her fun has gone down drastically. Oh, do you know, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. We got a computer from Mr. Humble, so I should totally... And sorry, guys, that you didn't see that. Like I said, she's been a townie for a while, so she must have just picked it up on her own. Let's grab a desk. Is this the... Oh, this is a children's desk. Love that. But that's not what I'm looking for right now. I still have snap objects off. Right. Perfect. We'll just... You can just go here. Good. Let's... Okay. There were some noises that you probably didn't need to hear. Right. And this computer chair is my fit. What am I doing with my life? Guys, I'm a wreck. Okay. I just threw in a little computer setup because I remembered we got given this computer by Mr. Humble. Let's go ahead and get her to do everything that I asked her to. Can she just clean that up? And then... Is there a vampire on the lot? Is it just me? Do you guys hear that eerie music? I'm not here for that. Okay, yeah, let's get her to play some Sims 3. Yes! Live for that reference. I'm very excited that I tried this games activity. That was a lot of fun. Honey, play as long as you want. You've got plenty of time. Ba-da-da-dee-do. Ba-do-da-dee-dee-do. God, I'm not doing a good job today, am I? Not thinking about your needs and stuff? Oh my god. Honey, I'm sorry. In fact, never mind. I was going to move the bathtub upstairs, but there's no need for that right now, is there? Okay. Come on into the bathroom. I promise, I'll take better care of your needs tomorrow. I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry. It's almost like I didn't even try. Honestly, forgetting about the basic necessities in this game. And she is now asleep. So, with that in mind... I'm wondering what we'll do tomorrow. I'm going to skip ahead and I'll see you guys once she's woken up and we can decide on what we'll do. Maybe we'll visit a lot. Who knows? It's the morning. She is waking up and getting out of bed. And I think first things first, she needs to make herself some cereal. Yeah, let's just have ourselves a bowl. And then I just wanted to see whether or not... No, we can't see what they look like. That is not happening. Claire's totally decided that she's just going to have a chill day today, and with that in mind, I think I'm going to end the first part here. I hope it was amusing for you guys, and I really hope you enjoy the idea of this LP as much as I do. I feel like we can work on this together, so with that in mind, make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, rules down below. Like and dislike buttons are there for a reason, so make sure to punch in however you're feeling about this LP, or just this part in general, and I will see you next time. Thanks again guys, and I really hope to see you again soon.